Hey friends, today we're going to be talking about Mala the brand candles, and I'm really excited. Mala the brand is owned by a woman named Melody. She's a beautiful Asian woman who hand pours all of the candles in Vancouver, Canada. She uses all recyclable and sustainable packaging, which is awesome. And so if you want to recycle this, you can, or she has a refillable program where you can send the candle back when you're done with it and she'll repurpose it for another candle. There's no paraffin wax here. There's no dangerous lead wicks. It's all clean cotton wicks, or you can choose the option for a wooden wick, which gives you this kind of like crackly fireplace type of vibe. Unfortunately, my dog Thumper has extreme anxiety and he doesn't like the crackling sound of candles. So I went with all wood wick or cotton wick options for Thumps. If that's not good enough for you, Mala the brand also has a plant the tree program where they partner with an organization, and for every candle sold, they plant a tree, and they've planted almost 20,000 trees. They're up to like 19,710 today. So that's badass. This is considered a full size and it's 8 ounces and retails for $35. They also have, in a few of the scents, they have a 16 ounce, which is double the size, and that's for $60. It's definitely a little bit more pricey for an 8 ounce candle than I normally own, but that does not bother me at all. I mean, it checks all the boxes of a company I want to support and give my money to. I bought 3 full sizes, and there's a reason, because I also bought a sample pack of their tea light candles. They offer a program where you can buy 8 tea lights for $24. And then at checkout, they give you a freebie of a tea light candle of your choosing. So I got 9 tea lights for $24. And the reason I went with these specific full sizes that I bought are because these weren't available as tea lights. So I'm assuming that probably means because they're phasing out the scents. Or maybe they're just not as popular. So I'm not sure, but I wanted to try them. So the first is Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever is described as cypress, evergreen, and moss. Oh, that's really nice. My favorite type of candle scent, just to give you a little bit about my preferences, is anything that's like woodsy, like I'm in a forest, that's kind of cozy, kind of Christmas tree-ish. That's my shit, like a fir, pine, blue spruce, evergreen, moss, cypress, etc. It smells not exactly like pine. Pine is a little bit more intense and like on the nose Christmassy. This is just more softly foresty. And to me, that kind of scent works year round, no matter how hot or cold it is. When it's nighttime and I light my candles and I'm watching a movie and drinking a glass of wine, this is always a scent that I go for. And it's a scent that my boyfriend loves as well. Another favorite of mine, holy shit, is Morning Dew. Oh, god damn, this is good. Morning Dew is described as bergamot, grapefruit, and sea salt. When it comes to citrusy candles, a lot of times they can be a little bit too much on the gourmand side. They can be too sweet, or they can be a little bit too like intense and like they can be very much like cleaning products in a lot of candles or a lot of fragrances, but this is not that. The bergamot and the grapefruit together is such a better choice for a citrus candle instead of a lemon. And then the sea salt just really balances it out and makes it so beautiful and fresh. Oh, it's the kind of candle where it's like a sunny day. You just woke up, you're like getting started making your coffee. You open the door so there's a breeze. It's a Sunday morning. It's just so fresh and beautiful. This would be great year round for a sunny day. Yeah, this is my favorite citrus scent that I've ever smelled. Next up in the full size category, we have Sunrise, which is described as chestnut, amber, and cedarwood. I love cedarwood. Anything woodsy is a yes for me. But unfortunately for me, this one just doesn't work out. To me, this smells extremely powdery and almost like sour powdery wood. I have a lot of friends who love more powdery scents and love this. My friend Des actually is the one who helped me pick out all of these scents, and this is one of her favorites. But I know that she actually sometimes reaches for more powdery fragrances than I do, and I really don't like anything powdery. So I don't know if it's the chestnut or the amber, because I tend to really love cedar, but if you like a kind of like powdery woody scent, then you would probably really like this. Okay, next up we have the tea lights. This is meringue. Oh my God. Damn, this smells good. It's vanilla, lemon, and butter, and I can smell all three of those equally. This is nice as an alternative to your like standard gourmand candle, which is always like cinnamon and vanilla baked cookies or like, you know, chai, that kind of thing. And they do offer those actually. I just didn't buy them because I just didn't think that was as unique. But this is meringue and I just love the lemon in there. It gives a little bit of a freshness and it kind of balances the candle out so that it's not so sweet for a gourmand kind of baked goods scent. It's definitely on the sweeter side of candles though, don't get me wrong. It is, you know, lemon, butter, vanilla, like you want to eat it for sure. But my boyfriend doesn't like overly sweet kind of baked good candles and he really likes this one. So great balance of scents for me. Next up we have Picnic, which is honeydew, gardenia, and cucumber. This evokes a memory for me. Picnic is like, there's a garden party outside, like the pandemic's ending, you have some friends over and you're celebrating and you're having brunch outside and there's a beautiful fresh breeze. It smells like maybe the ocean's in the distance and there's like a honeysuckle plant nearby and there's a lot of like fresh cocktails and clean laundry. That's Picnic. Next up, we have Golden Hour. As you can see, I've already lit this one and it got stuck in my tea light holder and I had to pry it out. Golden Hour is described as floral, musk, and cedar. My friend Des said it best. This smells like weed. It definitely does. And, you know, at first, I really liked this. And then as I went throughout the night smelling it, I noticed the musk in here is making it smell a little bit like body odor. So if it smells like weed and body odor, it's like every guy who went to my high school, you know? So this one's a pass for me, but I can see some people liking this. Next, we have the candle that I think is their best-selling candle. It's how I learned about the brand. I know Jamie Page just did a video about it. Everyone raves about it, and it's cereal. Oh my God, you guys. Technically, it's described as citrus, berry, and lemon. Forget that though. It smells like Fruit Loops. Like stuck your nose in a bowl of Fruit Loops. Like it is spot on. If you closed your eyes, you would know that Fruit Loops is in front of you. You would not think there's a candle. You would think it's a bowl of cereal. This is the kind of candle where I didn't get the full size, even though everyone said this was the best from the brand. Just because I was like, do I want my house to smell like Fruit Loops? Yeah, you fucking do. You do. You want to smell like Fruit Loops. I'll tell you that much. Everyone's right. If you have doubts about the cereal candle, don't listen to it. Everybody's right about this. I should have bought a full size. It's insane. And my boyfriend, again, he doesn't like sweet candles too much. He tried this and he was like, that's insanely good. Damn it, it's good. God damn. Oh, I don't want to stop. Shit, that's good. Next up, we have Succulent. Succulent is described as citrus, coconut, and sandalwood. And I have a very clear scent memory of this. This smells exactly like my parents' condo in Florida. I haven't seen them in 2 years because of the pandemic, which is crazy. And it smells like the ocean. My parents live on the ocean in Fort Lauderdale. It smells like their condo. It smells like those like ocean mist candles, combined with fresh laundry. And I don't know if I smell the citrus in this. I smell the coconut and the sandalwood. I think coconut and sandalwood combined is what gives me fresh laundry, but not in a clean detergent type of way, in a just fresh clothes kind of way. It's not like a detergent smelling scent. It's just ocean mist, fresh laundry, but it's subtle. I love this one. Next up, we have Sundays. Sundays is my least favorite. it's described as lavender, apricot, and sandalwood. So sounds really good on paper, but my boyfriend's sister smelled this. When I got my order, we all like sat around smelling everything together. And she said it best when she said that this one smells a little bit like rotten fruit. And now that I've smelled that, I can't unsmell it. I can definitely smell the lavender. The apricot, I think, is what makes it a little bit like rotten fruit to me, because the lavender is like floral. And then the apricot smells a little rotten. It's a little sour. Like floral and sour to me doesn't really mix. So again, my friend Des loves this candle. I think we have like sometimes opposite scent preferences, although she helped me pick out a lot of my favorites. So that's not entirely true. But I can see a lot of people really liking this. I'm just for some reason picking up a sour note that no one else has mentioned. Okay, the next three candles are the ones that are the hardest for me to describe the fragrance profiles of, but they all evoke sort of scent memories for me. So I'm going to start with Fireplace. I love that they have this little darker gray wax. Fireside, not Fireplace. Fireside is described as black amber, lavender, and musk. Des said this one smells like a sexy man's shirt to her. And I can totally see that, but there's more. It's like, it don't let that scare you, because it's not like Abercrombie and Fitch store men's fragrance, you know, when you're like, ugh, you know, it's more like the scent memory of what it might smell like if you are outside on a date with a guy and like the vibes are there and it's like new and you haven't been dating for a while, because you're both putting an effort into your appearance a lot, and he's got his cologne on and you can smell a little bit of like crisp night air and also a little bit of fresh laundry again too. But there's something sweet as well. Like maybe you've got some s'mores by the fire, and there's maybe a little like coconut or vanilla in there. They have coconut in like a lot of these candles, so I wouldn't be surprised. I think Fireside is going to be a crowd favorite because it's not too masculine, not too feminine, not too sweet, not too warm or woodsy. It's somewhere in between all of that. There's something in here that's a little sweet with the amber, the lavender, and the musk that really just pulls it all together. So I'm definitely going to get a full size of Fireside. I'm not sure which ones I'm getting full sizes of, but it's a lot. The next is Cottage. And to me, Cottage actually smells more like a men's cologne than Fireside. And it is so good. It's mahogany, coconut, and sandalwood. Again, coconut and sandalwood are paired a lot here, and I can see why, because they give you this feeling of clean laundry that is also somehow warm and comforting and slightly gourmand. You know, like it's a really beautiful combination. So I understand why it's in so many of their candles. So again, you get that freshness, you get that warmth from the sandalwood and the coconut. It's woody, but it's also fresh, but it's also got those kind of coconutty vibes. But the mahogany is what's really key here. The mahogany, to me, makes it smell a little bit like that extra woody, spicy men's cologne. But not in an Abercrombie and Fitch way. In a just sexy way. It's just sexy to me. It's funny because Des said that Fireside was sexy for her, but Cottage is sexy for me. I mean, I'm getting a full size of this. This is fucking great. Another favorite, I know this is Des's, I think, second favorite, and it's mine too. It's Silk, and it's tonka, coconut, and jasmine. And so for those of you who don't know what tonka is, it's kind of like vanilla. It's like a vanilla meets cinnamon meets clove meets almond. So it's like vanilla on steroids, but it's gourmand. You get it. Like it's, smells good. The jasmine makes it smell obviously a little bit floral, but it like in terms of the scent memory, it's like this one's Silk is really, really, really hard for me to describe. It's the hardest for me to describe, which is why I saved it for the last. Yeah, you get the tonka, you get that kind of like slightly baked good, sweet quality, but you get the coconut, which gives it that like warm, but also fresh scent. And then the jasmine really comes through and makes it smell more fresh and more like a Sunday morning. I know I've said this a lot, but it's again smells like fresh laundry when you're like baking and oh, I don't know how to describe it, but it's so good. Luckily, I feel confident in the descriptions of the other ones, but this one is really hard to describe. You're folding laundry and it's summer and the window's open and you're getting some jasmine flowers through the warm breeze. And you also just took like a coffee cake out of the oven. No one asked for this. Let's do rapid fire scent memory for each one. Morning dew. Mimosas outside on a hot day. Also, they have a candle called Mimosa, but I heard that it's really sweet. This smells to me more like a spot-on mimosa. Cabin fever. It's a cold night. You're in a cabin in the middle of a forest. Cereal. Fruit Loops. Picnic. Smells like a honeysuckle plant with a cold, crisp breeze outside. Golden hour. Weed and body odor. Sundays. Rotting fruit. Now, the two that have coconut and sandalwood combined are Succulent and Cottage. So Cottage smells like men's cologne and fresh laundry. Succulent smells like fresh laundry with an ocean mist. Fireside and Silk are so hard to describe, but Silk, you're folding warm, fresh laundry and the window's open and you're smelling some jasmine outside and you just took a coffee cake out of the oven. Fireside, you're on a first date, you're making some s'mores around a fire, you're smelling your man's cologne, but it's a hot day and you can smell some flowers. Okay, yep, that's it. I did it. Did I do it? Wait. Oh no, I think I have two more. Oh, I forgot. Sunrise. Powdery woods. And then meringue, baked lemon pound cake. Yep, that's it. I did it. That is all the scents I have. Let's quickly run through what's on the website that I didn't buy. So they have mimosa, which is described as orange, mangosteen, and grapefruit. I just heard from my friend Des that it's like a little sweet. Clean cotton is described as lemon, lavender, and jasmine. My friend Des said it's just a standard fresh laundry scent. And I was like, yeah, okay, nothing unique there, so I'll pass. Then there's strawberry shortcake, which is berries, vanilla, and cream. Des said that was probably the sweetest out of all of them, so I skipped that. Then there's milk and sugar, which is, I think, one of their best sellers, and it's vanilla, cinnamon, and cream, and I'll probably end up buying a full size of it. It's just that I didn't think that was anything particularly unique. And same with the next one, chai, which I think is also a bestseller. It's cloves, cinnamon, and vanilla. I know that I'm going to want that at some point, but I'll probably buy it more around the fall season. And it wasn't anything, unheard of. That's it. I tried everything else. Damn. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I'm building this like cool functional candle wall and I need some excuses to buy more candles. So I have candles from Nest, Voluspa, Votivo, Dyad, Byredo. I'd love to place an order for Boy Smells. There are a couple other companies I'm really interested in. So if you like this kind of video and you like candle hauls or you want me to talk more about fragrances, please let me know by giving this a thumbs up or commenting in the comment section below. This was one of my favorite videos to film, so I would love if you guys are interested in more candle hauls. And yeah, let me know if you tried Mala the brand. I would love to know what your kind of like scent memories are for these, because obviously this is all really subjective. Just because I smell something does not mean that you're going to smell the same thing. So this was a fun one. All right, I'll see you next time.